Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn. I'm a visual artist and voice coach from Singapore, currently in Singapore, and welcome to day 32 of my 100-day vlog series. So this is a daily vlog series where I share what I've learned about following your passion, pursuing what really matters to you, living a worthy purpose and a meaningful life, going after whatever it is that you really want in your life. Manifesting your dreams, personal growth and evolution. And if you have questions relating to any of these things, feel free to ask them in the comments below, or you can directly message me through any one of my social media links, which are in the write-ups attached to these videos. So yesterday I talked about how the process of growth and pushing past our comfort zone and expanding ourselves towards our ultimate dreams and goals and whatever it is that is really meaningful to you, that you really want, but it's currently out of your reach and you have to work towards it. The process of growth and pushing your comfort zone, it is very dramatic, it is very painful, it is a struggle, and that is totally normal. I think an analogy that I've read before somewhere, or a story, is about this butterfly that's trying to come out of the cocoon. And a guy who was out of the kindness of his heart saw how hard this butterfly was struggling, and he went to peel away the cocoon, and as a result of that the butterfly came out, but its wings were just shriveled, and it never grew to its full size. So apparently, according to that story at least, because I did not verify how true this is, apparently, the struggle of the butterfly coming out of the cocoon is a very integral part of the process for it to strengthen its wings, so that it can, fully become a butterfly rather than, a bug with very shriveled, colorful wings. So in the same way, our growth and our expansion and our pushing past our comfort zone, it is going to be a struggle, it's going to be a challenge. And the reason why it is a challenge and the reason why it is a struggle is because, we are very used to a certain way of living. We are very used to our comfort zone. We are very used to our routines, we're very used to whatever things we have told ourselves about ourselves that we're very attached to. Coming back to my, exercise example, which I shared briefly yesterday. When I started to do this exercise habit, I faced a lot of resistance within myself, because there was a part of me that was still insisting that no, I'm just not an exercise person. I'm just not someone who works out. I'm not someone who exercises. And if I would listen to that part of myself, then of course I would just not even get started. But part of the challenge is to be able to get past those voices that tell us otherwise. And so that's why there is a struggle there. This is more like an internal struggle. And then at the same time, one of the other things that we struggle with is maybe our lack of ability. So when I started running 2.4 kilometers as my initial exercise, routine, running is something that, most of us can naturally do without really thinking too much about it, right? But when you're physically unfit, running for 500 meters, okay, or 100 meters, not even, let alone 2 kilometers. Running for 100 meters can feel like torture. So, my physical body wasn't used to that kind of exercise yet. So there was a lot of struggle there as well. So it's very normal to, go through struggles as you're growing, because there are all these things within yourself that would come up and stop you. So another example, the hardest thing that I had ever done at that time was basically my first solo exhibition. So this was end of 2012 to February 2013, a 2-month period where I worked on organizing my first solo exhibition. And this also included painting 30 brand new paintings, finding a venue, basically inviting people to come to this exhibition. Basically, I did my own marketing and publicity. I even crowdfunded and raised $2,000 to pay for the costs of this exhibition. And it was so difficult for me. One, because I had never organized an event before, let alone by myself. Two, because I had never really worked with acrylic painting before, and I had to make 30 brand new paintings in that 2 months. And three, well, because this was something that I really, really wanted, because at that time I thought, being an artist meant having a solo exhibition, so that was the form of me manifesting that dream. Because it was the dream that I really, really wanted. It was my childhood dream, basically. It was a dream that I had for more than 20 years that I had completely forgotten. And the stakes were so much higher. So, all these voices in my head saying things like, oh, what if it's not going to work? What if nobody comes to this exhibition? What if I can't finish these paintings in time? And interestingly, I battled with that every single day for those 2 months, okay? All the way even up to the day of the exhibition itself, the opening night of that exhibition itself. All the paintings were already in the cafe that gallery slash cafe that I rented. The paintings, the invites were sent, the paintings were hung up on the walls, and right before right before I was supposed to start getting ready to leave to go to the venue, there was a part of me that was still saying, like, you know what, just cancel the whole thing. Just tell people, like, the opening party is cancelled. Like, just forget about it. Don't even go. Because that fear that I would go there and nobody would be there was more terrifying to me than actually, going there. But basically, yeah, if you want to grow as a person, if you have goals that, you really want to reach and it's right now out of your capacity, be prepared that the journey is gonna be a little bit crazy, and be prepared, and I guess it's also about cultivating your self-awareness, because a lot of the resistance and a lot of the struggle that comes with pushing your comfort zone, a lot of times it comes from within ourselves. A lot of times it comes in the form of our comfort zone trying to tell us, hey, you should just stay here. Like, why do you want to, why do you want to push yourself and go outside? Like, it's so nice and comfortable here. Why do you want to go out there and, try to do something that might not even work out? And then, if we listen to those voices in our head that tells us these things, then of course, we're just going to end up staying in our comfort zone instead of pushing past that to grow and to become the person that you always wanted to become. So that's just a very normal part of the journey. I think part of it is learning to cultivate that awareness and discovering what are these resistances that you have as well that come up every single time you try to push your comfort zone. Because the more awareness you have of it, the more you can prepare for it, and the more it's easier to push past it. So if you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel or like my Facebook page wherever you're seeing this on, and feel free to ask your questions in the comments, or you can directly message me. And I will see you tomorrow.